Hello, Agnes here. Today is a very special video. I guess the day isn't, but the video is a very special video because I wanted to talk about the feedback I got from my critique partner. She was really fast at giving feedback compared to how thorough the feedback she gave me was. I have it right here. I printed it out and put it in my writing binder. She gave me 2 documents. First, the one within manuscript, like notes and reactions, together with chapter end comments. And then she gave a separate document with like outline of my story to help her, but it helped me a lot, as well as her comments, her like overall micro and macro structure and stuff comments. We've got I printed, this is some of the outline that she wrote out, as well as comments, where to go from here, the structure of her critique, and then what she's focused on and her personal like thoughts. Then I have, because it was so useful with the outline or the timeline of what happened that she wrote out, is that I've cut out and put back together with tape, as you can see, because it really helped me, because I needed to do a lot of shuffling around with the outline. And then I've written it. This is just like a beats of what, a list of what happens in what order. And I printed that out, and then after that, she has made like, I'm not sure if you can see that. Can you see that? Macro comments about plot, about world building, relationships, and the different major relationships, and then dialogue, and then characters. And she has all of the like major characters written out, and like comments about each one, which is insane. I've learned so much, not only about how to craft stories and characters and arcs and plot, but also about how I can be better at giving critique in the future. Because when I gave her critique for her book, I don't think I don't know about that. I don't really wanna even go back and look at it, because I don't know what to say. Because this is just the amount of this is incredible. And then I printed almost everything out. I printed out her chapter in comments. Can you see how thick that is? It is not double-sided. It is, but like, as you can see, chapter 1, and then she has like chapter comments, and she has done that for almost every single chapter. And then I have gone in and highlighted what I think I can implement, and what I think is most important. And there is so much, the sheer amount of like questions she asks, and like, this doesn't make sense, and like the characters, I'm lacking this, and I want this, and I don't understand this, and it's just mind-blowing. She is a goddess. And I will also say, she never half-asks anything. I know you're watching this. I told you about that I'm making videos, so she is watching this. That means I can also compliment you as much as I want. A goddess, God is what you are. Goddess. This is incredible work. And she never half-asks anything. half-asses anything, goes 110% in. If she's gonna do something, she does it. And the thing is, she's not only talented, like literacy and like writing, in my opinion, she's also so hardworking that it just doubles up. And she is probably very stubborn. Which is probably also why she is so good at doing this. So I've got a lot of feedback, and I think that a lot of people would feel overwhelmed with this sheer amount of feedback, and it's like, oh, there's so many things I need to fix. Where do I even begin? How do I start? What is you know? But I love editing. I don't like drafting. No. But I love editing, and I have edited a little bit before, but not a full manuscript, a complete arc. So I feel like this is going to be the greatest learning opportunity. I'm going to grow so much because of these notes. I just feel like I have such a much better understanding of character and character arcs than any craft book has ever made me realize. And that says a lot, because I've read some good craft books. I basically just wanted to make this video to brag about how great of a critique partner I have. Yes, that is my motivation for making this video. And it is making me want to do better as well. Not only for my own sake, but also when I give critiques or feedback to others. And coming back to the thing about being overwhelmed, I don't feel overwhelmed. I feel like this is, I read it through, everything she gave me back, and then I read it through again. Then I made little index things where it's like, there's at the top, there's what happens in the chapter. This is by chapter 1. And then what I need to focus on in the chapter. And whether I've done it or not. I made a few. I got to chapter 13. Chapter 13. And then I just couldn't keep my hands off of it. Because I was so excited, and I was just like, I need to do this. So she really motivated me. To start working on it. And I am almost like halfway-ish in the book of it, like halfway in the book. I'm not halfway in the process, because I believe this is going to take a while, because I'm shuffling things around and reworking a lot of stuff in the second half of the book. And I couldn't be more excited about working on it. And I am not feeling overwhelmed. Okay, I was feeling a little overwhelmed when I got to the halfway mark and was like, oh, I need to fix a lot. But this is my anchor. I'm like, I'm going to be more than fine. I'm going to be great because I have these notes. Ooh, kiddims. What do we do about that, huh, kiddims? What do we do about that? Yeah, okay, I'll keep an eye on you, kiddims. I'll keep an eye on you, because I know that you tend to like being like all up in the window, even when you're halfway out of it and we're on the second floor. And it makes me very anxious when you sit a little too far out, because you're really clumsy. What was that? My anchor, right. My guide through the murky waters. That is this video. Basically, my point is that I want to brag. I don't know what to say. I don't. I have the best critique partner. And nothing can change my mind. I do actually. I'm very lucky. I count myself so lucky, and I will try my hardest to get to her level in feedback. Or does that make sense? Like I wanna be able to do for her what she has done for me. Now I will leave you with a question. I would like to know, how do you give feedback? what is the process of that? The manuscript that you get, do you then write notes in that and then only that, or do you only have like a document beside you where you write all of your reactions and like thoughts, or do you not write anything down, or just like then you have it orally when you are asked to read something? Would you like guidelines, like they're asking you to, can you focus on this, can you like have this in mind when you read it and then give feedback accordingly? Or do you like to just go in, no expectations, no prior statements or questions about it? How do you like to give feedback? And what is your process of giving feedback? And is it different, like the feedback that you give, is it different from the feedback that you want? Do you want to be able to ask them questions in afterwards? Or have you written the questions out for them so they can answer them when they read it? There is a million ways to do this, and I would love to know more about how people give feedback, because I want to improve my way of giving feedback. And so I hope that this video will also help people who are trying to see different ways of giving feedback. The method she has gone with is insane, in the sense that it's insanely good and so much work, and it really shows. Yes, I will not stop gushing about this. I will not just have me for the rest of the video gush for hours. Oh, okay, maybe not hours. For a long time about it, yes. Because this feedback, you know, kind of saved, not kind of, it did save this project. But look at how massive it is. That's all feedback. How insane is that? I know it's not double-sided, you know, but still. But this is gonna be where I leave you. I hope that you find a good critique partner and that you yourself improve at giving critique. But I will leave you, and I hope that you also will have as good a critique partner as I do. Probably won't, because she's the best. No one can beat her. So sorry. But I got the best. But yes, that will be it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Bye. Right, kiddos? It's fine when you sit like that. You're mostly inside. Maybe I'm just too worried. But like, sometimes she sits. You can see how she sits with her paws? Yeah, I'm talking about you, kiddos. I am. Sometimes she has like, she's like, has her head all the way, yeah, even further down. So she's like on her stomach here. And that makes me a little worried. So this is fine. You know, she's mostly inside, but she loves sitting by the window. People watching. Yeah, we love people watching, huh, kiddos? Well, bye.